Hi guys, are you ready for book club? Daisy Ray, why are you sniffing me? Hello Rogue, Rogue's here too. Hi guys. So Griffin and Daisy Ray say hello. Well, Ray's just sniffing me. Griffin would say hello. He's a sweet boy. I'm Renee. I'm the children's librarian at Salem Public Library in Salem, Ohio. Oh, yep, here's Rogue. He would like some attention too. And this is Reading with Ray, our virtual book club for kids in kindergarten to 3rd grade. And yesterday we finished reading Ivy and Bean and the Ghost Who Has to Go. So what do you guys think? Was there really a ghost in the girls' bathroom and they expelled it, or was Ivy just making things up? I think she was just making things up, but it's kind of fun to think maybe there really was a ghost and they got rid of it. Hi, you ready for book club? Apparently, she just needs a belly rub instead. Daisy Ray, you're goofy. All right. Okay, so we are reading Ivy and Bean Break the Fossil Record by Annie Barrows and Sophie Blackall. And this one is published by Chronicle Kids. Chronicle Books is their publisher, so thank you to them for allowing us to share this book this way. And, okay, now yesterday, our last reading with Ray will be May 22nd. That's about 2 weeks away. It's 2 weeks from today. So we will, there's probably time to read this and a little more after that. I may just share some picture books. So I talk a lot about how picture books aren't just for pre-readers. There's some really wonderful picture books out there for older kids. So, I think that's probably what we'll do is we'll probably read book 3 of Ivy and Bean, and then I'll read some picture books for you. Daisy Ray doesn't really mind too much. She just likes hanging out with me. Okay. And Rogue is actually sitting right in front of me. You probably may see his ears pop up here and there. Okay. So Ivy and Bean Break the Fossil Record. Drop everything. Boring, boring, boring. Bean turned her book upside down and tried to read it that way. Cool. Well, sort of cool. No, boring. Bean sighed and turned her book back right side up. It was a book about cats that she had picked from the school library. There was a different cat on each page. Bean liked cats, but reading about them was driving her crazy. All the cats looked the same except for the Sphinx cat, who didn't have any fur. Ooh. I want a Sphinx cat. Don't tell Rogue that. Rogue has too much hair. He looked halfway between a dog and a rat. Bean liked him the best. I bet Ivy's never seen a Sphinx cat, thought Bean. She knew she wasn't supposed to talk during Drop Everything and Read, so she poked Ivy in the ribs. Ivy's eyes were binging across the pages of her book. Bing, bing, bing. She looked like she was watching a ping pong game. She didn't even notice Bean. So Bean poked her again. Hey, she whispered. Earthed Ivy. Ivy mumbled. Looky here, it's a dog rat, Bean whispered louder. Ivy looked for a little tiny second. Oh, she said and went back to reading. Bean sighed again. All the other kids in Ms. Aruba Tate's 2nd grade classroom were bent over their books. Even Eric, who usually fell out of his chair 2 or 3 times during Drop Everything and Read, was quiet. He had a book about man-eating sharks. Ooh. I love this Drop Everything and Read idea. I wish I could do that. Griffin, come here. Not you, Ray. Get your brother. McAdam was picking his nose. Bean raised her hand. Ms. Aruba Tate didn't see because she was reading too, so Bean called out, Ms. Aruba Tate! Shh, whispered Ms. Aruba Tate. What is it, Bean? There's a problem, and it starts with M, began Bean, looking hard at McAdam, and then N, and P. Oh, no, don't bark. She wiggled her finger next to her nose, just in case Ms. Aruba Tate needed an extra hint. Ms. Aruba Tate looked at McAdam, too. Then she put down her book and came over to Bean's table. I brought this from home, especially for you, Bean, she said, holding out a big, shiny book, she said. See? She pointed at the cover. Oh, my dogs may have to play now. It's the Amazing Book of World Records. I think you'll like it. Bean wasn't sure. What's a world record? When someone does something better or longer or weirder than anyone else in the whole world, that means they've set a world record. Weirder? Bean asked. That sounded interesting. All right, stop right there for just a second. We always get the new Guinness Book of World Records at the library, and those are so fantastic. So if this sounds like something interesting to you, this amazing Book of World Records, when you can get books from the library again, definitely check it out. It is really cool. But don't show me the pictures because they kind of gross me out sometimes. Miss Aruba Tate smiled. There's a man in here who walked on his hands for 870 miles. You mean on his hands and knees, like a baby? No, just on his hands, with his feet in the air, said Miss Aruba Tate. No way. Read the book, you'll see. Miss Aruba Tate returned to her chair. Bean opened the shiny cover. On the very first page, there was a picture of a woman whose black hair trailed behind her like a fancy cape. Bean read that the hair was 19 feet long and that the woman had been growing it since she was 12. Wow, thought Bean. Doesn't it get dirt and bugs in it? You would think so with it dragging on the ground. That's why I keep mine so short. That way I don't get dirt and bugs in it. Bean turned the page. Ew! A man was eating a scorpion. Double ew. Oh my gosh, he ate 30 scorpions a day. On the next page was a picture of a boy with 256 straws in his mouth. What did his mouth look like when there were no straws in it? Big and slobbery, Bean guessed. Ivy, she whispered. Ivy! Ivy's eyes stopped banging back and forth. What? Check this out. Next chapter. Carpet vipers, hula hoops, and 2 million teeth. He stuck 159 clothespins on his face, shouted Eric. Look at him. Oh, that would hurt. It was recess, but instead of soccer or jump rope or monkey bars, the second graders were huddled under the play structure. At the center of the circle were Bean and her book. Oh man, that's awesome. When you get that good of a book that people just gather around to look at it. Kids pulled the book back and forth, all trying to look at the pages at the same time. Look at her! 99 hula hoops at once? Vanessa squeaked. Or on her neck too! Look at this turnip! It weighs 39 pounds, said Doucet. Gross. I hate turnips, Eric said. My mom made me eat one once, and I spit it into the heater. Turnips are pretty good if they're roasted. I hate lima beans, said Doucet. Bean pulled the book back in her direction. After all, Miss Aruba Tate had brought it especially for her. This guy has had more broken bones than any living human. Read Bean. In the picture, he was smiling happily. He's broken his leg 14 times. On purpose? asked Emma. I guess so, said Bean. He jumps off the buildings. Oh my gosh, I broke my foot one time and that was more than enough bone breaking for me. Drew slid the book his way. Hey, this guy collects teeth. He has 2 million teeth. This is the world's most poisonous snake, read Leo, pointing to another picture. It's called the carpet viper. Does it live in carpets? asked Zuzu. She looked worried. In India and Africa, said Leo. Not here. Bean slid the book back her way. Look, Zuzu, this girl did 109 cartwheels in a row. Let me see that. Zuzu grabbed the book and looked closely at the picture of a teenage girl in tights. I bet I could do 110. Bet you couldn't, said Eric. He grabbed the book from Zuzu and flipped through the pages. This dude, he ate 400 M&Ms in 1 minute, it says. That's nothing. I bet I could eat 1,000 in 1 minute if I didn't chew. You'd choke, warned Leo. No, I've had lots of practice, said Eric. Look, said Bean, reaching over Eric's shoulder and flipping pages. Look at this kid. He's only a kid, and he made a world record for hanging spoons on his face. 15. No glue either. All right, back up. I'm going to back up just a second here. Don't try to eat that many M&Ms. You will choke. That's not a good idea. And not 15, but when we were kids, my sister could hang a spoon on her nose. Oh, she probably still can. I doubt she's tried it in a long time. I'm going to have to ask her. How do they stick? Asked Ivy, looking up from her book. I can't tell, Bean said. Sweat, maybe. Why would anyone hang spoons on their face? I don't know, but he made a world record, Bean looked at the picture. The kid was covered with spoons, but he still looked proud and happy because he had set a world record. I'm going to do 16 spoons, said Emma, staring at the picture. Hey, I was going to do 16, said Bean. She wanted to set a record and have her picture in the amazing book of world records. Spoons seemed pretty easy, and unlike some of the records, spoons didn't hurt. But now Emma had dibs. Dang. I'm going to eat 500 M&Ms in a minute, Eric said. Where are you going to get 500 M&Ms? asked Doucet. Eric thought for a moment. My uncle gave me $10 for my birthday. My dad said I could spend it on anything I want. I'm going to do 111 cartwheels, said Zuzu, tucking her pink shirt into her pink pants and reclipping her hair. I'm going to see if Ms. Aruba Tate has any spoons, said Emma. Emma and Zuzu walked off, looking important. Bean felt left out. What could she do? She flipped through the pages until she came to a picture of a woman holding a broken glass. What? Was there a record for breaking the most glasses? No, the woman had broken it by singing in a really high voice. Oh, sang Bean, but softly. Ivy was still reading. What's that book about anyway? Asked Bean. When Ivy looked up, her eyes were shining. This girl, Mary Anning was her name. She found the first whole ichthyosaur fossil in the world. And she was only 12 when she did it, too. She lived near the beach, and one day she saw a skeleton face in the cliffs. So she dug it out, and it took her a long time, and everybody made fun of her, but she didn't care. And it was an ichthyosaur. Only nobody knew about dinosaurs then. She also found a plesiosaur and a pterodactyl. See? This is her. Ivy showed Bean a picture of a girl in a tall hat. She wasn't very pretty, but she was famous and important. Bean sighed. She was unfamous and unimportant. There had to be some way she could fix that. All right, and I'm going to stop there for today because it's Friday. Give us next week to read this one. And you know what? Every single one of you are important. Even if you're not in a book of world records, everybody is important. So don't forget that. I'll find my bookmark so I don't lose my place on where we are. And we will pick up here on Monday with more Ivy and Bean. I have a feeling we're heading towards something with world records and dinosaurs combined. So this could get interesting. So I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and healthy. Bye.